Good morning, brothers and sisters. How are you doing this beautiful Sunday morning? How's your family? Today, this morning, my sermon title is Building the Ideal Family Cherished by God, the Everlasting Legacy of True Parents. So, who are true parents to us? Who are true parents to you? True parents were our Messiah, right? And now they are our true parents. When true parents receive the mission of Messiah, they put importance on how we must also become Messiah as well. In other words, we must continue true parents' tradition and legacy to live a life that true parents have worked upon. So true parents have told the blessed angel families to become true parents. True parents have put an emphasis on having an ideal true family. Today I'm going to talk about something that has caused many people up until this day to point their fingers at true parents. I'm going to talk about building an ideal family cherished by God. These people who criticize true parents say, look at the family, the person who is preaching about an ideal family. Not only do secular people think this way, but within our church, many brothers and sisters have their faith shaken because of this. For such a word to shake the members who followed true parents with the belief that they are the Messiah and the perfected child of God. It is easy to assume what other people think about true parents. However, people here are totally different, right? Since they are people who absolutely believe in true parents, they have remained here until now, praising and worshiping together, enjoying beautiful moments together, but also sharing difficulties and overcoming many obstacles like a big family. As one of the pastors who attend true parents and serve you, I sincerely thank you all. Thank you so much. Even though there are many challenges in our life of faith, I hope that the blessing of heaven will always be with you who are steadfast in your life of faith. The biggest challenge in our faith is not believing in and trusting in the central figure of our faith. The central figure of our faith is the one God has anointed to lead us, to guide us and bring us back to Him. The failure to believe and trusting in the central figure of our faith can only lead us to hardships and despair. The Bible contains numerous examples of lack of faith and distrust of central figure. The Jews wandered for years in the desert because they did not believe in Moses. The Jewish people could not build God's kingdom because they did not believe in Jesus. Yet, there was no other way to build that kingdom except through Jesus, right? That's why Jesus warned the disciples in John 14:6. I'm the way and the truth and life. No one comes to the Father except through me. It is for the same reason that true parents constantly urge us to have absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience. Without these principles, our faith will be challenged. We will begin to doubt, criticize, and eventually lose our faith in true parents, just as Jews did and just as Jesus' disciples did. One of the dilemmas of people around the world and some Unification Church members is that true parents are urging people to resemble true parents and to create ideal families like true parents, while they seem to have failed in making their own true family. True parents are the Messiah, and they came as humanity's true parents to perfect the true family and show the people around the world so they can emulate such a practice. Probably people who practice absolute faith, love, and obedience may also wonder why just shut their mouths not to talk about it, just like a forbidden word. And at the same time, some of you may have a question in your mind: how couldn't true parents achieve their own true family? Then did true parents fulfill the responsibility of establishing a true family, or were unable to? Or did they not fulfill such a responsibility? It is not that true parents did not fulfill or were unable to fulfill a true family. Do you think that true parents have fulfilled a true family? Or do you think that they failed? This is not a question that you could answer with just faith. I want to hear your sincere thought about this. Let us think about a moment. True parents achieved their own true family or not? In the principle, God created the universe and earth, and after creating humans, God blessed man to have dominion over all things, right? Also, God gave man free will so they could create like God. With that free will, God has given human the responsibility to distinguish between good and evil. Free will was the last blessing God gave human beings. After giving man free will, He couldn't control or put emphasis on our responsibility. The responsibility is ours, not God's. Often people who do not believe in God say that God is not perfect. The reason is that if God was perfect, then God's creation, man, would also be perfect. But since they fail, humanity ends up in a history of suffering. Is God an imperfect being? What do you think? As some believe? No. God is not imperfect. God is perfect. God is perfectly created human beings. Not God just didn't create the human robot. That's it, right? God just didn't create the human robot. The reason why I'm talking about true parent, family, and then God is to put an example. It is to explain the relationship between true parents and true family. God's dream is for Adam and Eve to fulfill an ideal family. True parents' dream is also for true families or ideal families to be fulfilled. God's goals and true parents' goals are the same. It is to fulfill the ideal family of humanity. However, there is something we must clearly understand. Just because God's dream is through Adam and Eve to fulfill an ideal family doesn't mean that He will personally try to make that ideal family Himself. God has given man the dream of an ideal family. That ideal family is our responsibility, and that is something we must create. It must be come out the free will which God has given to man. Like how God has established the foundation for the ideal family to be created. True parents have also prepared so that humanity can reach a level where they can fulfill an ideal family. Therefore, God creating the first human ancestors and granting them free will was a step in making an ideal family into reality. Like how true parents made a formula for true families. This is the very first formula ever created for true families, which was created by true parents. First, true parents achieved the ideal of a true couple that Adam and Eve did not achieve in order to complete the formula of a true family. Therefore, the formula of true families came from the ideal of true couples. The formula for a true family had to be created by Adam and Eve, right? What we need to know is that the formula of a true family is not by God's original plan. Again, what we need to know is that the formula of a true family is not by God's original plan. God gave Adam and Eve free will, and humanity's ancestor was supposed to use that free will to give back joy to God. Right? That's what we learn from. The very first things that would make God happy would be establishing a true family. Therefore, the formula of a true family created by true parents has never existed in human history or God's creation plan. Let us think about true family formula that true parents have created. True parents are not one particular person's parent. True parents are humanity's parents. This universal concept applied to our lives is the life of a blessed family. Therefore, what have the true parents shown us? First, in the blessed central families, parents are both spiritual and physical, right? This is what we call parents of Abel position children and Cain position children. Second, in blessed central families, true parents love the children of Cain, and Cain's children will then love Abel's children, thus turning selfish love and jealous love into true love, thus creating a culture and an environment where we live for the sake of others. It is a new environment where true love overflows, where we share love with one another, live in peace, harmony, and joy. Third, the formula of true families through mission of the tribal messiahship will expand all around the world. True parents' life was a life of living for the sake of true love. Living for the sake of others' life is 100% giving yourself for the other person. In fact, a life like this is impossible when ordinary people think and try to understand. However, true parents believe that when they gave 100% for the other person, that 100% and plus will return. True parents expressed this as a principle of give and take. True parents say that when I give 100%, the other person returns 100% plus to me, right? And I return 100% plus and plus again. And the other person returns 100% plus and plus and plus to me. And the love grows more and more and more. It reaches the entire world. This is the principle of love. True parents call it what? True love, right? True parents call it true love. This principle is the base formula for true family. True parents love Cain's children more than their own. Then Cain's children will love true parents' children more. And true parents will love Cain's children even more. And the number of true families in humanity will expand it to the world. This is the purpose of the formula of the true family set up by the true parents. The purpose of a formula of a true family established by true parents is the same as the stage of God creating human beings and giving them free will. And God saying, you must not eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, for when you eat from it, you will certainly die. It's up to us to make a true family through the formula that true parents has set up for us. Therefore, when we asked true parents, why couldn't you achieve the true family? It is asking God like, why did you create Adam and Eve to fall? It's the same thing. In conclusion, did true parents achieve the true family, or did they not? Or was it not achieved? The question itself doesn't stand. It is not that true parents did not know or couldn't fulfill the true family. True family should be achieved by true children, and it is our responsibility as a blessed true family. The creation of an ideal world is not God's job, but it is humanity's mission to make an ideal world for God. The lesson that true parents want to give us today is that the model of true family is not displayed on the show window by true parents. But we have to become a true family ourselves. That is a tribal Messiah activity that we must achieve. Thank you, brothers and sisters. This is my message this Sunday. God bless you.